So former Baltimore prosecutor Marilyn Mosby has been convicted of federal perjury. Now, it stems from a case where during the pandemic, she took money from her own 401k that they was allowing, people to get money from their 401k, and she said she had a hardship at the time. But they said that she didn't have a reduction in pay during that time, and she used the money to purchase, a home in Florida. I think it was 2 homes, matter of fact, in Florida. And they also accused her of mortgage fraud because they say she lied on the application. Because I guess there was part of the application, it's going to be a single family home, or you're going to use it for rent or Airbnb or whatever. And she put down it's supposed to be a single family home, but she turned around and was doing something else with her own property. So they charged her for that. Let's go ahead and roll that.
I'm blessed. I have nothing else to say.
Ms. Mosby, were you surprised by the verdict? That was the extent of the reaction from former City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby shortly after a jury found her guilty on all counts. 2 perjury charges that the jury deliberated for about 6 hours before deciding on. Any comment on the verdict? Mr. Wider, what are the next steps? Mosby's 2 federal public defenders had no comment for reporters, and her 3rd defense attorney, Lucius Outlaw, ran away from our camera when we tried to talk to him. Was it a surprise that it was about 6 hours of deliberations? There was no questions that we know of? The verdict of victory for the federal government. This comes nearly 2 years after Mosby was charged in a 4-count indictment. Mr. Zelensky, this was a big victory. Do you have any comments? Mr. Delaney? But prosecutors declined to speak with us on their way out of court, and a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office briefly explained why.
We are not, no. We still have 2 counts pending.
Can you give us any information about the next step, scheduling or anything?
Conference.
Do we know when that's going to be?
No, she didn't schedule it.
Now, I'm a firm believer of what can we learn here? Who did she cross? But what we can learn is, well, one way to not have them people, having your money in a 401k, you can start your own IRA, individual retirement account, or you can just put your money in a savings account and you have the discipline to leave your money there. But some people just do an IRA, right? Because maybe you want access to your money for whatever the reason. But they said that her 401 was restrictive, very, very restrictive, and she still got money out of it anyway, right? So you look at how, all these cases that have been going here lately against these black, politicians. You look at Eric Adams right now. Feds ran up on him and seized his phones and iPad and all that. They gave it back to him, but, all kind of issues are starting to happen now that we see. But Marilyn Mosby going to have to go to trial for the mortgage fraud because she got 2 counts of mortgage fraud. Boy. These people here. That's why I tell people, when you get to certain levels, you got to really, watch yourself. You really do, because and you cross certain people, and them folks will come after you. That's why some people tell me, "Oh, Phil, you need to go into politics." Nope. Number one, I believe in too much righteousness, and they'll get me jammed up. I rather do some politics. If I do politics, I prefer to do that outside this country in a black nation than this place, because this place here is way too much corruption.